Hello everyone, and welcome. Today's customer review is going to be on none other than da 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 dee dottily 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 da dee dottily dottily da dee dottily dottily da dee dottily dottily Duncan. But it's not just Duncan that I'm going to be doing a customer review on. I'm also going to be doing a customer review on your funnel is nothing compared to my spended wheels. I'm gonna make that a meme. Yep, I'm also doing a customer review on Sir Handel. But it's not just him. I'm also going to be doing a customer review on everything is bad for Miss Swerves. Daisy! Yeah. Remember her? I purchased her like 3 weeks ago. I got Duncan 2 weeks ago, and I got Sir Handel a week ago. Yeah, I'm buying something like every week. So, yeah, I guess you can call me spoiled. Except I'm using my own money, so I don't know if that would be considered me being spoiled or not. Never mind. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing a customer review on Duncan, Sir Handel, and Daisy. Now, Daisy doesn't have that much of, I didn't update her as much as Sir Handel and Duncan, of course, but, there are some things that I did change about her, even though I didn't, show you guys what she looked like before. But, yeah, so without further ado, let's get on to the customer review. Oh, and as you can see in the background, I have Scarloey and Rusty and Oliver. You might be wondering why I have Oliver here, because if you hadn't noticed, he is actually a narrow gauge engine. Yeah. I'm not lying, he actually is a narrow gauge engine. Yeah, so let's get this customer review started. Okay, so first off, I'm going to start off with Wooden Railway Daisy. Now, for those of you guys who, may have seen, this Wooden Railway Daisy, this kind of Wooden Railway Daisy, in, other Towns-related videos that have this Daisy, or maybe you have one yourself, you would know that, this Wooden Railway Daisy does not have eyebrows. And I gave her some eyebrows, actually. So, if my phone can just focus. Can you see it? There we go. Now you can probably see the eyebrows, but yeah, so I gave Daisy some eyebrows, and I also gave her some extra eyelashes, white dots in her pupils, and there we go. And yeah, so that's it for her face. I also extended, that bit of her eyelashes a bit, or never mind. So yeah, and what else? This Daisy did have a few scratches, sorry. This Daisy did have a few scratch marks on her, so I had to repaint those bits. If you see some green dots that don't match with, Daisy's regular green livery here, then those are the repainted spots. Like, that one right there is lighter. Come on, focus. God dang it. There we go. See those light green dots there? Ah, crap! There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Stupid phone. Yeah, now, that's it for Daisy in terms of, updates on her. So, yeah, now on to the narrow gauge engines, or, Duncan and Sir Handel, which I'm referring to. So, let's put Daisy over there. Let's go on to Duncan since I bought him first. Alright, so, a lot of people weren't happy when I, said that I was going to be replacing my Earl Duncan, which is over there, with this fat, big magnet, squash, take-and-play Duncan. Like, I have a feeling that people wouldn't have a problem if not that many people would have a problem if I replaced the Earl Duncan with a take-along Duncan, because, it doesn't have, the squash cab and funnel, but there's a reason why I replaced this Duncan, there's a reason why I replaced the Earl Duncan with the take-and-play Duncan. Why? because it has a CGI face. But that's not all. It's because this is more accurate to the CGI model of Duncan, which I'm kind of going for when it comes to, the models I use in my SE shorts. So yeah, now onto the actual, review of Duncan. Alright, so, gave him white dots on his pupils. I did change his eyebrows a bit. I kind of made them a bit more curly. That probably doesn't make any sense, but, they kind of switched direction, as you can see, near the end. So, yeah, I kind of changed that to make him look more evil. He actually does kind of look evil, with his eyebrows looking like that. I, of course, painted his buffers. I mean, you knew I was going to do that. I painted his lamp arm there black. Gave him a paper headlamp there. Painted those bits there black. Painted his pistons yellow with black lining. Now, I'm sorry that that his pistons here aren't the same shade as yellow as yellow here. It's kind of like a orange yellow kind of yellow, but it's mostly yellow for the most part. But I wasn't able to accomplish that with the paint that I used. I did give him rivets on his smoke box, however they're kind of hard to see, but you can kind of see little painted dots there from the light shining from my window, reflecting on his smoke box. Painted his handrails on his cab gold. Also gave him some rivets there on his side and back. I also painted his back windows and his tail lamp, and I also gave him front windows. Now, going off topic here for a second, there's something I never understood about pretty much every single take-and-play / take-along narrow-gauge engine. Now, for some reason, when it came to the narrow-gauge engines, they would always give them back windows, but never front windows. It was always like that for all the take-and-play and take-along narrow-gauge engines, with the exception of Mighty Mac, probably because it's the front of an engine on both sides, so, yeah, it'd be pretty weird they just gave one of them front windows and not the other. And, fun fact, take-along Duncan, for some reason, didn't have back windows, so, yeah, that's one of the reasons why take-and-play Duncan is better than take-along Duncan, also including the black wheels. I also painted those as well. But yeah, I never understood that. Every single narrow-gauge engine, with the exception of take-along Duncan and Mighty Mac in the take-along / take-and-play range, had back windows, but never front windows. Now, originally, the take-and-play Rheneas was going to have front windows, as shown on his prototype, as well as a tall funnel, but that never happened, because screw the fans! Yeah, but I just found out kind of weird. Again, why give them back windows but never front windows? They never gave any of the engines in the take-and-play / take-along range front windows. At least, I think. But, yeah. That's it for Duncan. Now, let's get on to Sir Handel, whatever, same character. Alright, so here is Sir Handel. Yee! So, alright, first things first. White dots on his pupils, like the other characters. Gave him a lamp arm there. He didn't have that mode in like Duncan did, so I just painted like a black dot there. Paper headlamp. And I also did have to give him a paper tail lamp because, unfortunately, like Take and Play Skarloey, Duncan, and Peter Sam, and I'm also guessing to Take and Play Rusty, Sir Handel didn't get a tail lamp molded into the back of him, unfortunately, so I had to make that out of paper. Gave him rivets on his front buffer beam. They're kind of hard to see. Maybe if I turn on my phone flashlight, you can probably see them a bit better. There we go. You see those light red dots on his buffer beam? Yeah, those are rivets. I'm going to turn that off. I also repainted his buffers, making them more accurate to a CGI counterpart without being all scratched up and gray. Also did that for the back as well. And he also does have rivets on the back. Let me turn on the flashlight again. There we go. I gave his back windows a gold outlining, like in the CGI series, and I also had to give him front windows because, well, I just mentioned before, the narrow gauge engines get back windows, but never front windows. Now, originally I was going to actually paint the front windows, like how I did for Skarloey and, like, 50% of my other Taken plays, but I decided to just make them out paper like how I did for Thomas, because that would have been a pain in the butt, and I don't know, it probably just wouldn't look as good if I painted the windows on Sir Handel. So, yeah, they're made out of paper, and I just glue them on. Oh, right, and like Skarloey, who has paper handrails there, I also gave Sir Handel paper handrails. So, yeah, now, whatever those things are, like, on Sir Handel's boiler or whatever, I painted those gold. And, I also did give him rivets on the side of his cab. They're kind of hard to see, so let me turn on the flashlight again. There we go. You can see them. There's the other side. And yee. And, of course, the big obvious, I painted his running board and footplate blue. Now, they're not the same shade of blue as Sir Handel's model is, but, you know, it works. Oh, crap, I just remembered something. So, you see Sir Handel's coal bunker there? Yeah, fun fact, I actually didn't know that Sir Handel only had one coal bunker on one side. He doesn't have one on that side, he just has it on this side. And speaking of that, his coal bunker there wasn't actually black. It was blue. And, you know, I started painting that black, but then I forgot, like, 3 times to, you know, finish painting it black. So, you know, I'll probably repaint the whole thing after this video. But, yeah. So, that thing was blue. Lazy, Mattel. Lazy. Painted his pistons as well. Yeah, I painted those blue. I gave his front big wheel silver lining. And, yeah. And then I painted his steamroller wheels, as everyone likes to call it, or whatever. I painted those silver as well. They're completely silver. And that's it in terms of Sir Handel. So, that's it for my custom review on Daisy, Sir Handel, and Duncan. I'll see you guys next time, and, I don't know, I'll probably see you guys next time on Wednesday. I don't know what I was gonna say there. But, yeah, don't know what else to say, but YOLO. I don't think kids say YOLO nowadays. I'm getting old. So yeah, see you guys later. Bye.